Welcome back to Boston Dynamics headquarters. Today we're excited to announce the latest developments with Spot. Over the past couple of years, we've been focusing on developing a full solution for the customer. It's not just enough to have the Spot robot on your site. You need to have sensors that matter to you, that collect data that matters to your business. And those sensors need to be able to go anywhere in your environment. This is why we've been hard at work on payload integrations that include the sensors that collect the data you care about, as well as communication payloads that allow you to move that data off of the robot from the field and get that data somewhere where your stakeholders can use it and add value. Today, we're ready to show you the latest in Spot hardware with robot upgrades, a new tablet, and a new charger. Spot is a dynamic sensing solution that moves around to capture data where and when you need it, allowing you to gather and act on data insights faster to improve safety, efficiency, and predictability. But Spot itself is just one part of that solution. Our ecosystem of payloads and software built on top of the robot to make it the perfect mobile sensor platform for your application. Today, we're adding 2 new payloads to that ecosystem. We'll get to those in just a bit, but for now, let's go to Sam to learn more about our improvements to the Spot-based platform.
We designed Spot with the intent of making the world's most agile mobile robot, and it's been really cool to see how our customers in over 35 countries and counting have put that mobility to use and have found ways to use Spot to fill gaps in their systems and make their company more efficient. Spot was designed to navigate a noisy world filled with debris, stairs, and other human-built environments in order to collect data in places where we don't want to go or where maybe it's not safe for people to go. And in order to achieve that level of mobility and base functionality, we've outfitted the robot with a lot of sensors and motors. Spot takes commands from the operator on where it should go and when it should complete autonomous missions, and it uses its built-in sensors to navigate the environment and to figure out how to get where it needs to go. To do this, the operator gives the robots high-level directions through a tablet, and Spot can be recharged through a standard charger, or it can self-charge through its charging dock. Today, we're making this process even easier. We've upgraded Spot's base cameras, integrated a new and improved tablet controller, and designed a smarter and faster charger to keep Spot running at maximum efficiency. So let's talk about the sensors first. Spot uses 5 stereo cameras located around its body to perceive the world around it. These cameras return images and depth data that the robot uses to map its surroundings in 3D. The cameras were originally black and white, simply because those were the best that were available when Spot was first being designed. And that's not true anymore. The cameras have been updated so that they are now in color and they provide a much sharper image, which greatly improves the user experience and helps improve the operator's situational awareness. What you're seeing in these videos is Spot's new tablet controller. We initially launched Spot with a JXD gaming controller, but since then, we've realized we needed something that was more ruggedized, weatherproof, and reliable, which is why we've upgraded to the Samsung tablet. Not only can the tablet survive multiple drops from 1.2 meters or more with the protective case, but it's also weather sealed and it can be used outside in the rain. The tablet has a minimum 8-hour battery life and can be used with a power bank for an even longer lifetime. It can also charge from 0 to 100% within 2 hours. More so, the tablet has a bigger screen for better teleoperating and data review, and more processing power for better visualization. It's been optimized for autonomy and mission recording. There are digital joysticks to drive Spot and record missions, and more room on screen to edit those missions prior to playback. For Spot with an arm, users can insert the tablet into a physical joystick add-on, which is included with every arm. You essentially dock the tablet into a device that offers physical joysticks, 2 5-direction buttons, and 2 bumper buttons, so you can maintain maximum manipulation capabilities while driving the robot and operating the arm. In addition to launching the new tablet and the tablet joysticks, Spot's new charger has been redesigned from the ground up. It can charge Spot's newest battery model up to full capacity in an hour or less. Users can also slot the battery right into the open compartment and refer to the OLED display for real-time information on the battery's charge. The charger can also still be directly plugged into the robot, which allows users to hot swap batteries. The charger is also built into a case, which makes it really easy for users to carry the charger and the battery at the same time. I'm excited to see how our customers will put these updates to good use out in the field. Now, I'm going to pass it over to Bob to talk more about what's new in our payload ecosystem.
As Brian and Sam mentioned, Spot users all over the world have been busy putting Spot to work. We've been looking closely at how we can help our users get to the next level of implementing Spot as part of their day-to-day process. Today, I'm excited to talk about a few new payloads that will further extend Spot's capabilities. The facilities our customers are deploying Spot in are often vast, remote locations. Reliable communication with Spot is critical in receiving data about their site in a timely fashion. Reliable communication is a fundamental but challenging thing to achieve. And while Spot can operate in an unsupervised state, our users want up-to-the-minute information and the ability to take over control at a moment's notice. This is why today we are launching two new payloads for enhanced communications, the Radiant Mesh Radio Kit and the Spot Core I/O. Installation of a site-wide network can often be time-consuming, but the Radiant Mesh Radio Kit is designed to help you deploy Spot quickly and easily as an isolated network dedicated for operating Spot. These radios are pre-configured to sync together out of the box, so you can simply focus on placing the radios around your site in the areas Spot will be working. The Radiant Mesh Radio Kit ships with a mesh radio payload that mounts on Spot and 3 standalone mesh radios, which all mesh together that provide you a secure and reliable site-wide network. With the 4 radios in this kit, you can get coverage of up to 200,000 square feet, which we've seen become a permanent installation on site. In addition to the new Radiant Mesh Radio Kit, we are also introducing the Spot Core I/O. Spot Core I/O is our new edge compute payload that includes a high-efficiency computer as well as 5G connectivity. So using existing 5G networks that exist in different areas of the world, Spot can get connected without any installations on site. The unit uses the NVIDIA Jetson module, which includes a 6-core ARM processor with a dedicated GPU in a small form factor. And this is a great platform for developers to develop things like computer vision models for Spot to perform site inspections, continuous data collection, and more. Spot Core I/O is designed with all of our users in mind. For developer users, they will appreciate the flexibility the various GPIO ports and the regulated power connections provide. This will make integration of custom sensors and other payloads a breeze. For our end users, the unit itself is weather sealed and ruggedized, so it'll work reliably anywhere Spot goes. It also has a built-in 5G modem, giving you another option for communications with the robot. This level of connectivity will give you additional flexibility in how you get data off of Spot remotely. We're also excited to welcome AT&T as our launch partner for 5G. At launch, Spot Core I/O customers in the US can get connected to the network immediately, and we will continue to work with providers all over the world to get more Spots connected. Spot provides this unique opportunity to take sensing technologies or processing technologies and make it mobile. And the ecosystem of our hardware developers and our software developers provide the additional solutions on top of Spot that provide value back to our customers. We're really excited to continue expanding Spot's hardware and software ecosystem as our users continue to scale their robotic solutions and put Spot to work.
As we continue introducing upgrades and new features to our robots, we're here to support our existing customers. For our customers to move from proof of concept testing to operationalization of their robots, they need security, reliability, and communications, which is why we strive to constantly improve the hardware and software of our robots to meet those needs. In addition to the upgrades we've talked about today, we've been hard at work making sure this robot is the industrial tool our customers can trust. With so many assets in the field with our customers, it's critical that Spot and its supporting equipment can stand up to the harsh environments and repetitive tasks that our users' missions require. We rigorously test our products, pushing them to their limits, so our customers can rest easy knowing that all of our new features have been extensively tested by our engineering teams. To do this, we run our robots in all kinds of different conditions, indoors and out. We bake Spots in an oven, we send them through outdoor obstacle courses in snowy Boston winters. We even expose them to high levels of gamma radiation to find the limits for radiological applications. We don't just run these tests once, we run them over and over again. In fact, we run autonomous missions in our own lab facilities 24/7 to simulate repetitive operational use cases, like yours. We put Spot to the test so you can put Spot to work. We want our customers to be confident that when they take Spot out of the box, it can handle anything their site throws at it. Spot is designed to be used in the real world, and it's been incredible watching all the ways our customers are putting Spot to work. For innovative companies, Spot is quickly becoming an integral part of asset management strategies and long-term predictive maintenance planning. And it doesn't stop there. From nuclear environments to construction sites to manufacturing facilities, Spot is proving that agile mobile robots can add value in a wide range of applications across many industries. We can't wait to see where you take Spot next.